because you know what? The people they're right here. Right. So if you're going to support them, you have to come back with overwhelming support and fire. You don't do it halfway like everybody seems to want to do it. They want to say, oh, we're going to solve this. We're going to solve homelessness. We're going to do this. You think $1.2 billion is going to solve? No, it's going to take $10 billion. And we understand that. We understand that a lot of money that comes to this city, a lot of money that comes to the city of LA is as a result of more money coming through the federal government and through the state, through what? Through welfare, through benefits like Social Security, through benefits like VA. So the more people you have in poverty within this city, the more money is flowing within the economy of that city. So the homeless industry is a big thing.
And it's a holocaust because they're exterminating the people. They're experimenting on the people.
But you know what?
These are genetic experiments. They're making money on the genetic
in the beginning.
Genes from the
in the beginning,
they got sex slaves, they got dope ads, they make a lot of money. They want to keep the people.
When it was first a church, this is where Biddy Mason come in.
Yes,
that woman, built the church. Okay, built the church. Then she decided to do mission work because of the transients that was coming back and forth. It was people picking. This was a vineyard. People was picking grapes, taking them to the train, going from the truck to the train. This was the thing. People was getting sick. She was taking care of folks. So she started something. Then somebody else came and started. Then another entity came and started. And on and on and on. Then it started being something even bigger. Then we end up to where we are at now. Okay.
About exploitation.
Well, yeah, but see,
it started off good, and it turned bad.
Well, the thing is, everything starts off good.
Okay?
But what tends to happen,
keep it good.
What tends to happen is man starts to put their ways involved
Amen.
instead of doing God's work.
Exactly. 45%
That's just what, I mean, everything initially starts off as a great thing. That's the birth.
Exactly.
45% of the city budget goes towards pensions. How long have these missions been around?
Sure.
Now you think that the city has you think the city has to now 45% of their general fund, it's getting close to 50 now, has to go to pay pensions to retired employees. Now think about these missions that had employees working there for 20 years. They're getting close to where half of their funding is going towards paying what? Pensions, instead of going to the needs of the people. In other words, it's all
a majority of the money going to operations of the place that's still really
so now you got maybe what? How many percent is going towards administrative costs? So how much is really going to help the people and the street and what's going on? So it's not. I remember when before the recession hit, you could see the 990s from these nonprofits. The LA Mission alone, the Union Rescue Mission alone was bringing in, before the recession hit, $45 million a year. The question is, at that time they weren't really doing much of anything.
That's the thing. It's beautiful how much money that's available because the dollar bill is made off of our backs anyway. So there should be a whole lot more money available. I'm not complaining about the money that's available. The thing is, going like my big bro say, get aware and go in.
Exactly.
That's all. You can never be upset with that person that understands how they're going to do it. It'd be like me just being upset with how a person moves. That's me getting unfocused with myself.
Okay.
So the main thing to do is know how. Don't run your mouth about it.
You do it.
First off, know him, know how, and go at it. And then everything else tends to happen.
Hey, I know we all went to school, right? And what they teach us in school, learn how to read, learn how to write, and you'll get you a good job. And that's the American dream. But that was a lie. That was a lie. So, in other words, let's just rephrase that. Go to school, learn how to read, so you can be enslaved for the rest of your life to somebody's system.
That right there.
Somebody's system, because you didn't have a vision in the first place. Because the school don't teach you nothing about vision, nothing about authenticity, nothing about knowing yourself, nothing about your heritage. So then if you come into society, being who we are, knowing we tapped into something greater, but why things ain't working for us?
Can't tap in.
Because
Not only that, we ain't tapped in.
Worry about working.
Society that we came up in is not geared for us, and then we got stuck in the Angelia dynamic. And on top of that, we don't know who we are. We don't know who we are.
No.
So I would say first thing is find out who you are, work for yourself, find something in yourself that you love to do. And you're gonna find that. Whatever you love to do, then you make that your income.
That's it.
You make that your you can't do nothing but be successful.
That's it.
Because you happy and what you're doing every day.
You're not working.
You're not working, you're doing what you like.
But that is,
you can pay for it.
That is your purpose.
That's
in
your
life.
purpose.
That's what the Lord put you here for. He didn't put you here to make something with your dollar that they made.
Okay.
You do. Let's order. Let's trade this out.
Then we come together.
We come together. And the fruits of the land are supposed to be here. When I was to plot, I'm supposed to be able to plot. And that will start to happen. And more of us do, like you said. The thing I really realized more so is any of the history I'm learning is just a history that has been corrupted by man.
Exactly.
Also, where I come from, my culture, his culture, because when it all boils down to it, I come from one place.
Right, yeah.
And we all come from one place.
Right.
And that's him. So the history, I want to know it all. It's cool for me, okay, if you're going to teach everything else, then teach him about some greatness of his line. That's straight. But within that, I don't even want to know about that. I want to know about him. Because even if I start knowing about that, they have taught it to them.
Right.
So I don't need to know it. I need to know him.
Yes. That's right there.
That's
right there.
And if there ain't book I need to read, it's him. It's talking about him. It's telling me how to get to him. Regardless if it's just all on the Bible or not, I needed to be talking about him.
Yeah. You know what? And I want to say this, Crushow. And the best place you can find him or her, however you want to look at it,
exactly.
It's going into yourself. Going inside. Because once you go inside,
when you looking at
you got answers to everything. Then you got we ain't even talk about the lineage of your ancestors.
Okay.
Your mother side, your father side. That's going to come and say, hey, do this, hey, do this.
And it's going to come.
Because see,
it's going to come.
When you start being self-expressing about what you truly like to do, everything is going to work out. People going to radiate towards you, and they're like, what are you doing?
So,
you looking different.
It tickles me.
Something is different from you.
When I see some of this generation starting to open up their eyes, that's the thing. Because it's like my daughter said, Mom, this man stopped me, and he asked me, he said, sometimes, he said, do you wear makeup? And she said, every now and then. He said, I bet you like gold. He said, you like that gold eyeshadow? She said, yeah. Sometimes she said, I wear it. Then he asked her. He started asking us some certain questions because he was captain. What really made the man stop was that Sharon got the. I showed her how to do a different type of twist in her hair that I learned from a woman in Cairo, in Egypt.
In Cairo.
And I showed Sharon how to do it. And she did her braids like that. So the man just thinking, he said, who taught you how, and he asked, he said, who taught you how to do your hair like that? She said, my mom. And he said, you know the greatest queens in the world wore their hair like that. And Sharon came home and she was like, Mom, you know the man said this. And then it hit her. She said, you told me this about who we really are. And the things, I said, I was waiting for that day to come. That you realize that you're more
wake up
than what you think. I said, you need to get within. You got to start thinking, I said, and not think of your spirituality, where's it lead? I said, because I always told them about Jesus and everything, but I also told them about the Native American Indian to us. And then I also told them about how because we come from Sierra Leone. I explained all of that to her. I said, this is where we at in our lives. These are our people. This